Hi, I'm Kara Sloan. I had the opportunity to go to Southeast Asia this summer.
Hi, church. My name is Daniel Snyder, and I got the opportunity to go to the mission trip to Southeast Asia. What led me to go on this trip was to not only experience the mission aspect and go across the country. Another thing, I've never been across the country, and it was something that could improve my ability to be more open and more out of my comfort zone, and just get that opportunity to open my bubble more than what I have.
What led me to go on the trip was I heard about the interest meeting and I went, and I was a little hesitant at first because it was so far and definitely very costly, but then I prayed for several weeks and I really just felt God calling me to just put my yes on the table and just to go. And he just opened so many doors throughout the trip that just made it so clear that that is what I needed to do.
In the city, we got to go around to see vendors, talk to new people. We got to do a scavenger hunt the first day we were there, find certain areas, markets. And then one of my highlights is when we went to one of the war museums. One of our tour guide was very fond of my hair. He loved my hair. He gave me a nickname, and it was Beautiful Hair. Then we got to visit some coffee shops in the city to spread the gospel.
We got to do a lot of hands-on opportunities, working with different people there and just working in coffee shops and just ministry through that. We got to talk to a lot of college students that were going to college in Southeast Asia, and that was really cool just to have conversations with them and different perspectives. I would say one of the highlights of the trip was going outside of the city, several hours away, to these villages in Southeast Asia, and we got to attend a church service that had recently been under persecution just for following Jesus, and that was definitely really eye-opening to see because it just put into perspective how much I take for granted here in America, and it really just showed me how that it didn't matter like what they had there in Southeast Asia, but they had one thing in common, and that was God's love. And that was just really cool to see as we all worshiped together. We didn't speak the same language, and so we didn't really understand each other. We did in a way because we all had God's love, and you could just feel the Spirit moving so deeply through that, and that was just really just a really amazing experience to see. As I was in a worship service Sunday morning, there was just so many like verses popping in my mind, and one of the verses was just every nation and every tongue will confess that Jesus is Lord, and that was just so prevalent here in that building. We also were able to go after that church service to another village, and we got to see their kind of how they ran things. They had also been under persecution, and so it was really cool just to be able to minister to them and just to pray with them. And I would say the highlight of my trip was just hanging out with the little kids. They all just clung to you, and that was just really fun to just hang out with them. Again, they didn't speak any English, but it was just so amazing to be able to play with them and just be able to laugh with them. I remember we were eating lunch one time, and they kept like tapping me on the shoulders, wanting to play tag with me, and so we just ran around and they just kept laughing and dancing, and it was truly just eye-opening to be able to not only to minister to them, but they definitely ministered to us as well, and they definitely just opened my eyes to see how much of the Spirit was filled with them and just how happy they were.
One thing you should keep in mind if you ever consider going on a mission trip is that no matter what doubts you have, whether it's money or if it's too far or if it's something that you're scared of and it's just new and you've never been to a different country or wherever you've never been at, go, because it can do wonders for just you personally and can help you grow further in your faith.
I would say definitely to attend the interest meeting, to attend any opportunity, because you don't have to make a certain answer for sure, but it's definitely important to attend the meetings because then you get kind of an idea of what you want to do. But I would also say the biggest thing is just prayer. I think if God wants you to go, he's going to make that very clear, as he did in my life, and just so many doors will open up for that. And I think if anyone can go, you really should, because it's just an eye-opening experience to be able to experience God's love on the other side of the world or wherever God may lead you and want you to go. And he really just opened your eyes to what else there is.